Hello adventurers! Squale the Squash Squire, it's time for Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go! Today I'm going to be using this set of mermaid dice that have been in my collection for a little while. Hopefully they treat me a little better than the last few sets have. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 5 sourdough. Though I do prefer it toasted, sourdough is a pretty sturdy option, so it should serve us well during this anti-magic run we've found ourselves in. Let's roll for main. 4 turkey. Well, we successfully dodged a few of the messier main options. Turkey's not my favorite deli meat, but it's not bad. I won't turn my nose up at a turkey sandwich. Let's roll for our cheese. 2 cottage cheese. Well, I guess this is what I get for making the comment about dodging the messy mains. The dice decided to show me the meaning of the word messy by having me put cottage cheese on a sandwich. This won't be the first time in the history of the show that we've had to do this, though the last time we did it, the sandwich ended up grilled, so a lot less wet. What I wouldn't do for my sandwich press or pan fry spells right about now. Let's roll up some roughage. 1 whatever fruit my kids haven't eaten, and 4 bell pepper. Looks like we still have some raspberries, so that's what we're going to go with for fruit today, which is honestly not the worst combination in the world. Tart fruits like raspberry and cranberry go pretty well with turkey, and I'll often eat cottage cheese for breakfast with fruits like raspberry or pineapple. For bell pepper, we've got an orange bell pepper, and that should serve us pretty well. It'll introduce some nice crunch to this sandwich, which so far we are definitely lacking. So far, the worst part about this sandwich is that I have no idea how it's going to stay together. Let's get wild with the wild magic roll. 11 cornflakes. Cornflakes are back for what has to be a record-breaking amount of appearances of the same wild magic in a season of Roll for Sandwich. They just had to come back one more time. Maybe it's the corn cob jelly from last sandwich that summoned them back. Flavor-wise, I'm fine with it. Mess-wise, sure. Why not? We're already falling apart. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 18 ginger dressing. All right, we've got some delicious ginger dressing that is also pretty runny, so this is going to be quite the mess. Let's see if we can get the top on here. Here we go. And let's get our toothpicks in to try and do something. And let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross-section. That's something. Well, no real offensive flavors today, but we did end up with a certified food pile and no utensil spell. Ah well, let's give it a taste. Yeah, you know, taste-wise, it's really not that bad. The combinations of the raspberries and the ginger dressing reminds me of like a raspberry vinaigrette. The cottage cheese is nice and mild. The turkey works well. The peppers do give us some crunch, which we needed. The cornflakes, while not adding much taste, did a really good job absorbing the dressing and keeping it on the sandwich, though they did end up a little soggy because of it. The dressing may be the only thing that stayed on this sandwich, though, as at least 50% of the contents of this sandwich are just loose on my plate. This one definitely would have benefited from a fork and knife. Still, capping off a week of spell-less stinkers, this one is a bit of a breath of fresh air. I'm not afraid of getting my hands dirty from time to time. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 6.9, and I'm going to call it a mess of cottage. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again next time here on Roll for Sandwich.